Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to Movie Notions. Today, we're going to be talking about Paddington 2, a children's movie based on a book that's been around for a little while. But this is the second installment in this, and my wife and I, we watched the original one, and we really, really enjoyed it. Her being an elementary school teacher, she was kind of familiar with the Paddington novels, but then when we saw the movie come out, we're like, oh, why not? We'll give it a shot. So we watched it and absolutely loved it. It was a great story. That basically teaches in the second one, but basically what the whole thing is about is Paddington is a bear who is raised in the jungle by his aunt and uncle, and then he decides that when a tragedy strikes, he's going to go to London. And then when he gets to London, he's found by this family, the Brown family, and they accept him as a bear. And this is a bear, obviously, that can talk, so he can communicate back and forth with everybody. But the one thing that you notice about Paddington the whole time is he's always searching after the good in people. He says that there's always good in people. You can always find it, no matter who they are. And that's a theme that really carries throughout the entire story. So, in the first one, you can watch that and everything. It's one that you really don't need to watch per se, because it's kind of recapped in the second one, but I would recommend watching the first Paddington before watching this one. But anyway, we're going to talk about the second one. So basically what happens is Paddington wants to get a gift for his aunt who raised him, who's still back in the jungle in the old bear's home. But basically he finds a gift that is really expensive. It's a book that basically goes over the different landmarks of London. And it's $1,000 because it's so rare, and the person that did it it's a work of art basically, but he really wants to get this for her, so he gets a job. And as he's going through and gets a job, he gets so close to buying the book, but then all of a sudden he goes to get the book and he catches a thief taking the book. And then there's this chase scene, and all of a sudden Paddington is blamed for stealing this book, and he ends up in jail. Now you have a bear that does nothing but seek the good out in people, and he really is kind of naive in sort of ways, but then he ends up with all of these burly men who are in jail for some pretty terrible things and everything. And what does he do? He goes through and he basically tries to win all of them over by finding the goodness inside of everybody, and it really does that. And while he's doing that, the family tries to clear his name, and it's actually a really interesting story. And there's this nice little side plot that goes along with it, involving Hugh Grant and everything, and how that all works to go with these stories. But Paddington does what Paddington does, and he basically tries to find the good in everybody, and everybody comes back and tends to like him. It's a great movie for me. I was really expecting to go in and sort of see a children's movie where it's like, oh, here's these fun stuff that goes along with the bear. But the way they put it all together, and the way they really show how Paddington cares and how he's able to do what he does, it's a message that I think everybody could use in this day and age. There's so many things that people are like, this person's a bad person, there's nothing else besides that. But there's so many levels, and deep down, everything probably, in my opinion, at least in my experience, if you dig deep enough, you will find something good in everybody. And that's exactly what this entire movie is about. Now, if we're talking about the movie itself, was it a good movie? Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it had a great story. It had good acting. It's still, I don't think it's going to be up on the top with like those, like the award ones. I don't think it's one movie like that. I don't think it's that artistic, but I think that there were very solid performances that bring a very heartfelt story through. It was very good. It was very entertaining. I would highly recommend taking children to see this. If not in theaters, definitely find a time to watch it afterwards. What age? Literally any age. You could take the youngest of children here, and if they're a little too young not to get the deeper meaning of everything, they're 3 years old, they'll enjoy the comedy. They'll enjoy this cute bear that's doing fun things and everything. But then as they get older, they'll be like, okay, I want to be like Paddington. Maybe that message can carry on beyond this. But anyway, that's Paddington Bear right there. If you like what you're seeing with these, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Share this one. It's a story that, while yeah, it is meant for kids, I think adults could get a lot out of it too, and really enjoy it if they just give it a chance. If they just give it a chance. So really like, comment, and share this one. Please share this one. It needs to be shared, okay? You can also follow me on Facebook, by the way, guys. I do have a Movie Notions Facebook page if you want to check that out. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. God bless all of you. And that's a wrap.